My name is Jonathan. I was a teenager sitting on the beach with my family, mum, dad, 2 sisters. The sun was shining, everybody was happy, but inside my mind there was a storm. It was always there. I had obsessive thoughts for as long as I could remember. As a child, I'd lie awake at night worrying about the silliest of things, whether a sticker on something was straight, and if it wasn't perfect, everything would go wrong. I worried that if I didn't touch something several times, something bad would happen. I did things that really I wished I didn't. I would have thoughts that were not really thoughts that I wanted to have. I was always doing things a certain number of times in my head. But on one day, for no reason, something in my mind seemed to change, and I became really aware of how my thought process was working. And it hurt. Too many thoughts going through my head, like a million wasps inside your head, stinging your brain. I just wish those thoughts would stop. I would do anything to have them stop. I didn't understand then, but this was the realization I had something completely different to what other people appeared to have. I didn't get diagnosed till I was actually 37. In those intervening years, unable to explain what was going on in my head, my mental health sank to depths that I didn't know existed. The average person has tens of thousands of thoughts every day. It's no surprise that sometimes we can get thoughts or cause mental discomfort. The thoughts that appear to come from nowhere. You're walking across a bridge, suddenly you think of jumping off. You're cradling a newborn baby and get the image of throwing the baby down the stairs. You enter church and have the sudden urge to swear at the vicar. Psychologists call these intrusive thoughts. OCD makes you question everything. It's like living 2 lives at once. And there were days when I know that I wanted to go to sleep and not wake up again. OCD is an illness that affects an estimated 800,000 people in the UK alone. OCD is a cunning, evil, deceptive bully. It can come in a number of disguises, but it always follows the same pattern. OCD can attach itself to pretty much anything you can think of. Common OCD issues, I would say, would be about harm, either to yourself or others, suicide, contamination, disease, blasphemy, forbidden sexual thoughts, and relationship and sexuality obsessions. It is incredibly dark. The intrusive thought causes anxiety, so the sufferer feels compelled to do something to relieve it. Possibly washing, checking, counting, repeating a phrase, praying, going over things in your mind, rumination, or a whole host of other coping mechanisms. Once a compulsion is carried out, it will only have a temporary effect. It's like a parasite, an evil parasite. Anything you care about, if you care about animals, definitely give you intrusive, evil thoughts about harming animals, which breaks your heart. And then when you go to bed, you have nightmares. It's time to take some action. The World Health Organization ranked OCD as one of the 10 most debilitating illnesses of any kind. At least 1/3 of people with OCD also suffer from depression. And as I mentioned, sufferers of OCD are 10 times more likely to take their own life. And I know this because I tried to take my life 3 times. There is hope. I'm now doing ERP and it is starting to work. It's like there's the chance of having a new life. That's why I dedicate myself to this channel to help you change for the better and to crush OCD so that it's manageable. We can take our freedom back. Together we can do this. Thank you very much for listening. I hope I can help people with my honest video journals that I am making. Take care. Good night.